Why, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters. And as you know, the Obi-Wan's opening shots of Tatooine, where we see, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi on his Yopi, I believe that's what's called, which is the creature that he uses to get around and travel across Tatooine. Now, also, we get another shot here showing him entering what looks to be, I believe, Maz Eisley. And, you know, we get the sense that Obi-Wan, you know, just from this opening, that he's not the same Obi-Wan we knew from the prequel trilogy. You know, he's beaten down, of course, after everything he went through in Revenge of the Sith. So we're going to probably, of course, see an Obi-Wan that is completely beaten down. You know, the life sucked out of him. And it's going to be interesting to see how or if he gets back on his feet. I think, of course, the motivation for him is going to be protecting Luke Skywalker in the series. Then we get this shot of the sands of Tatooine. Obi-Wan, again, he's looking lonely, isolated. Here, he is looking over young Luke Skywalker. And Luke Skywalker here appears to be, you know, imitating that he's in a pod racer or something, similar to, of course, his father, Anakin Skywalker. There's facility here, which is in the middle of this large body of water. So I don't think, of course, that this Inquisitor facility is going to be located on Tatooine, obviously, because Tatooine is a desert planet. So I don't know exactly where this is located right here, but we do know that there is a new planet in this trailer called Daiyu, which I'll talk about here in just a second. But again, I'm not sure exactly where this is located. Now we get a shot here of the Grand Inquisitor speaking to somebody right here. And of course, the Grand Inquisitor was featured in Star Wars Rebels. So if you missed Star Wars Rebels, I really suggest you go back, and watch Star Wars Rebels. It is an amazing animated series. It is animated. I know that some people might not gravitate towards animated series as much as like I do and other fans do, but you should definitely watch the animated series of Star Wars Rebels. It gets absolutely incredible, especially later on with its later seasons. Now, the Grand Inquisitor here, he's not really feeling like the Grand Inquisitor to me from Rebels, because of course Rebels had a different art style to it where his face was much more narrow. So I have to get used to his look in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So honestly, I do feel a little bit mixed about his look in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But I'm sure as, we watch the actual series and see his performance, he's going to be awesome. So again, his suit is looking awesome and everything, but we'll see how his performance, makes up for not looking identical to what we saw in Star Wars Rebels. But let's move on to the next few shots here, which show what appears to be some type of vehicle here, a land barge or something like that, where Obi-Wan is traveling on. And again, you get that sense. He's looking down right there. Let me just scroll it back here. He's looking down here. He's looking very down and out, of course. After episode 3, the Jedi are basically no more in a way. They're all separated, isolated, and you can kind of get that sense from Obi-Wan Kenobi right here. Even though he's amongst a lot of people here on this barge traveling on Tatooine, you get the sense that he feels very alone and isolated. So that's what I'm getting from this shot right here. And then we get this really cool shot of the Inquisitor facility, and we get to see the new Inquisitor here in this shot, whose name is Reva. And Entertainment Weekly did an entire breakdown of new photos that released, and Reva is definitely going to be a formidable opponent for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Of course, the Inquisitor's main job is to hunt down Jedi. So she is going to be ruthless. We're going to see glimpses of that here in just a second. Now, the Inquisitor in the center there, I believe that is the 5th brother, if I'm not mistaken. That's what a lot of people also believe. And then we have another Inquisitor over to the left as well, with some stormtroopers in the background on guard. And right here, we're getting the sense of just how ruthless Reva is going to be. It's either Reva or Reva, but spelled R-E-V-A. And right here, it looks like she is using the Force to either choke this person or suspend them in midair in order to intimidate the people on Tatooine. Because again, she is hunting for none other than a Jedi named Luke Skywalker. And right here, Uncle Owen, you know, you can sense that he's definitely getting the fear inside of him, even though Uncle Owen, of course, is maintaining his composure here very well, considering the circumstances. Now, this right here is definitely one of my favorite shots. It's of the new planet Daiyu, which is described to be kind of like a Hong Kong type of underground planet. I love the neon lighting. I love the atmosphere of this planet. We're going to get to see a lot more of it, of course, as the trailer goes on. But Reva here is looking down on the planet, hunting for something. So I don't know exactly what's going to bring her here to this planet. We know that Obi-Wan, of course, goes to this planet as well from the photos and from the upcoming scenes that we're going to see. But again, I don't know exactly what's on this planet, what's driving them to this planet, but we're going to find out when the series releases. We then get a shot of the ship, and then, of course, an Imperial officer getting off the ship. We get more glimpses of the Inquisitors looking for the Jedi. They have people lined up here, so it looks like they're trying to gather information, trying to gather leads on how to find the Jedi they're looking for. And then Obi-Wan is also on the planet as well with them, as you can see from this shot right here. And he is going to, you know, be in hiding in this series. So I'm not expecting a lot of lightsaber use, of course. He's probably going to be more reliant on his blaster for some of the scenes. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because, of course, he took out General Grievous with his blaster. Let's not forget about that. But regardless, I do hope we get to see an amazing lightsaber battle from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, we also see this droid here and a stormtrooper wielding a weapon right there. And this droid may also have some information on the whereabouts of Obi-Wan Kenobi or Luke Skywalker. We then get this cool shot of the city, and then, of course, the signature lightsabers of the Inquisitors with the twirling. Again, if you haven't seen Rebels, these were heavily featured in Star Wars Rebels. So again, I really suggest you check that out. But we see the Inquisitor here intimidating and trying to interrogate, I believe. And this is definitely one of my favorite shots as well. We get to see another look at the new planet Daiyu, and it almost has Coruscant underground vibes to it. It looks very dense. You know, the population is roaming around on the streets. Looks like it's heavily populated as well. So it's definitely a stark contrast from what we've seen from Tatooine. And it's definitely a relief that they're not just staying on Tatooine, of course, with this series, because as you know, we've seen tons of Tatooine in the past, so this is going to be a breath of fresh air to see another new planet in Star Wars. And right here in the center of the screen, we got what I believe is the fifth brother right here with his stormtrooper squad. We then get the shot of these ships leaving possibly a planet. And, you know, I did look at some of the comments out there. Some people believe that these ships could be, you know, reminiscent to the ones that Yoda used to go to Dagobah. Not sure if that's going to be the case, but they do look very similar. So I don't know exactly what the story is behind these ships, but I would have to agree that they definitely look very similar to the ship that Yoda used to go to Dagobah. And right here, things are getting real serious as Reva ignites her red lightsaber, and this person at the forefront of the screen, I'm not sure exactly who this is. I don't know if it's Uncle Owen. I don't think it is. But, you know, this person obviously is trying to escape, and Reva is stopping them dead in their tracks. And then we get a shot of her discovering the Jedi logo here etched in the side of this wooden panel. So it looks like she's hot on the trails of Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker, I believe. And right here, I believe this is going to be a match between Reva and I believe that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know that seems surprising, but again, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be using his blaster in this a lot more than we think, simply because he's trying to remain in hiding. But at this point, it doesn't look like it's working because it looks like he has been found, and then this is going to escalate quickly onto the rooftops of this building here, where again, he is utilizing his blaster. And then what appears to be some type of distraction method here with the birds. And immediately when I saw these birds, by the way, I thought of Ahsoka. I don't know if any of you all thought of that as well. But Ahsoka, of course, is heavily tied to birds that are similar to this. But regardless, I believe he's using this as a distraction to get away. Counting down to that, we get the lightsaber slash there. And the end of the trailer. And again, I was absolutely blown away by this trailer. Recapping it again there, it went by so fast. I felt like I was so like deep into the trailer there. And there's something about this trailer that is, to me, giving a very good vibe for this series. I'm absolutely loving this trailer. And if the series meets the expectation of this trailer, it is going to be an amazing